Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Personal Mastery Training. This is a strategy session that we're doing today. Last session, we did a masterclass. So I offer two sessions. The masterclass is about me, as the name says, choosing someone I find who is mastering their game. And I ask them to come on and we dissect, we chop it up, and we look for the clues because success leaves clues. So we look for those clues and I share them with you and you can pick your own out. I just want to offer you one nugget of information. My mentor, Dr. Tom Hill, he said, one idea, one idea, well executed, can change your life forever. So if you can get one idea out of each session I do and implement it, that can be a game changer. That's what that's about. And then the second session today, a strategy session. I take an idea and I share it with you and you see if it works for you. And I'd love it, absolutely love it if you took it back to your lab and you dissected it and give it some thought, journaled on it, and see if it works for you and you can implement in your game. You never know. One idea, well executed, can change everything. And I also believe something you hear me often say is don't get through life and challenges, get from them. So at least if you don't win that time, you're going to learn something for the next time. So don't get through it, get from it. All right, so let's start this show right now. And here's what I want to talk about today. We're calling this one the Kryptonite for the high performer. And here it is. Here's a concept I want you to think about. Have you ever had those moments when you are frozen in fear? Literally frozen in fear. You're unable to move forward and you just can't get your body to get activated to take the action you know you should be taking because you're crippled in fear. You really find yourself in thought ruminating of the worst case scenario about this challenge that you have in your mind. Your mind goes blank. You can't see anything but the wall. And you just see yourself careening to that wall and crashing in it. This is the states we can get into. You can feel your heart rate pulsing, your muscles are tight, and the feeling that that everything is on the line in this moment, whether it be a competition, whether it be your life, an overdue item that you need to take care of, you're paralyzed. It just seems like impending doom for you. That's how the mind can play games with you. You move from fight and flight, and now you're into freeze. Because those are the states humans get into when they're overwhelmed or when they meet with stress. And when the stress hangs around too long, we move to freeze. Those are the times when you know you should do something and you're not doing it. You scan, you scroll aimlessly, you find distractions to take up your time. Well, that's when you're moved into freeze. It's a natural human reaction to being overwhelmed. All right. So I'm going to propose something to you, though. So I created this whole scenario. I'm not going to leave you there. I'm going to propose something that what you're feeling is not what we conventionally think we're feeling, which no doubt will be the number one thing everyone goes to, the emotion of fear. So we think that what we're feeling actually is fear. Fear is stopping us. We're feeling the unknown, false evidence appearing real. But here's something I want you to, fear is your friend. And I'm gonna share this with you. Here's something I want you to think about. An interesting way to think about it. You become paralyzed because the real culprit that's silently in the background is not fear itself. Here it is. I'm gonna spin it a whole different way. I want to shine a light on the hidden kryptonite, and that's doubt. Doubt. Doubt is what's really stopping you, not the fear of the thing. It's the doubt. See, there's a great quote. They've often said change can happen quickly for anyone. You can change your life in a snap. It doesn't take a long time to change. You know what takes a long time? The decision to change. That's what takes forever. So you can change your life literally right this second. Anything you're doing now, you can switch directions, you can change, but it's the decision to change. Just like fear. It's not the thing you fear that's stopping you. It's the doubt that you can actually get it done. When we have doubt about our ability to execute on something, it leads to rumination. That's what we do. The taxes due, the competition's coming up, the speaking engagement you have to do in front of a crowd, a number, the executives, whatever it might be at the office, the presentation. It's a rumination in your mind and creating molehills turn into mountains. And we end up creating doom and gloom. And we're the best producers of the horror flicks in our mind. Inside the theater of our mind, we let our brain run, and we're worse than Stephen King. We're creating horror flicks that we just can't overcome, and we get to freeze. The boogeyman in the closet. We don't even want to look. We don't want to look under the bed. There's nothing there. So it's not fear that cripples us. It's a doubt of our abilities to get it done. So what is the lesson here? Realize that in order to execute, in order to get over what looks like fear of something, we need to start the source of the problem. We don't need to attack the fear. What we need to focus on is the doubt that we have, that we feel we can not get this thing completed or not execute on this, or we don't know enough, or we don't have the right resources. There's a ton of reasons why we have doubt, and that is the killer. Once we deal directly with the feeling of being doubtful of our ability to execute, then we're getting to the emotion of fear right at the root. And like a weed, we want to get it at the root. And it prevents it from creeping into the rest of parts of your life. Because you see, when you, quote unquote, have that imposter syndrome, that's fake, but it creates a fear in you. But the issue is you are feeling like an imposter, like you don't belong in this position, like you don't deserve this. See, that's doubt. So it's not the fear that we are backing away from. Humans, by nature, fear is there to guide us. Fear is a natural resource to guide us. But it's the doubt that really gets us. It's a doubt that kills us, that we can't get this thing done. Because humans, it's amazing what we will be brave to do. Look at what we've done in the past. We've fought wars. We've, made it through struggles. Because fear, it's a guide. And we can get over that. It's the frigging doubt that stops us. So what do we do about it? Here's some action plan that I want you to think about. So we've listed that it's not fear. So when you say I'm fearful, when you say I have fear, it's not fear you have. It's a doubt that you can get it done. So here are the action steps. I want you to do this, really do this. Go back and remember all the times you were courageous. All the times when you won. Go ahead, write them down in your journal. List them all. Anything you can remember. Stay away from the times when it didn't work out. I want you just to focus on the ones that come to memory that you won, and small wins will count. Any win. Go back to those times. Now, I want you to list them because I want you to keep those. That's going to be your inventory you're going to go back to when you start to feel doubt, which then leads to fear, which then cripples you. Go back to all your wins, because if you won once, you can do it again and again and again. And if you've gotten this far in life, I am certain you've won a few more times than you think. But our mind seems to wander to all the losses. Second thing I want you to do, what resource do you need to fill the holes in your game? Do you need to hire a coach? Do you need to learn something? Go to the library today. I'm showing my age here. Go Google it. Find the resources you need. YouTube, it's all out there. Anything you struggle with, someone's gone through it. You're never alone. That's one thing I've discovered. Your struggle is never solely to you. So, what resource do you need? What's a real source of your doubt? Who and what is the boogeyman under your bed or in your closet? Are they even real? Have they been installed by someone else? When you think about your doubts that you have, who gave them to you? Who do you see or hear instantly or feel gave you those doubts? Because you were made to be great. You were made to execute. But something is ruminating in your mind and someone said something that really stuck with you. So let's finally wrap this up. So you're feeling fear. But remember, fear is a protective mechanism. It is something that's there to guide us, not cripple us. So let's not use it improperly. Fear is there to warn you of something real that you should be careful of. It's not there to cripple you and paralyze you. It's the doubt, though, of your ability to execute that's stopping you from reaching your level of mastery that you need to get to. Consider that. Chop it up, dissect it. See if that works for you. And if you can deal with doubt and realize that you're equipped, that you're ready, that you're prepared, and move forward, it will get you out of that freezing mode that we go into as human beings. All right? Okay. So if you like what you heard here, and if it's really, remember, one idea, well executed, can change your life, can change your game, can move you up to that next level. If you like that, if you know someone who could use it, let's build this community of people who believe in being relentless about their pursuit for mastery in life. We need more people who want to dedicate themselves to mastery and to be authentic to themselves. So let's build this community, like, subscribe, and share. Because you know why I do this. I do this because I'm passionate about helping you, helping me, helping a group of people to achieve mastery. The world needs us. All right. Until next time, go out there and conquer your doubt so you can be fearless. All right. Peace and love.